All right, so today we're taking a look at the PC10 Pro by ENHULK. Now this one right here, you can see is the pink version. They also have a blue version. There's no difference except for the color, so you can go ahead and pick between the blue and the pink, but these are exactly identical otherwise. This is what it looks like straight out of the box. Now, the first thing I want to show you here is this has a extremely large tank. So if you're always going to be picking up things like leaves, twigs, anything that's larger debris, this is a great option because of the fact that it's got such a large tank here and you're able to actually fill it all up. Okay, now what we want to do is we're going to pop this off. You're going to see there's a rubberized piece up here at the top and then another one down here at the bottom, and then we're going to press this across like that, and that's going to open this up. Inside here, this is going to be where your filter lies, and this is going to come with 4 total filters of 2 sizes. So these ones right here are going to be for your larger debris. You can see they're almost kind of see-through. You can kind of see through them. There's little holes. These ones right here are going to be for your fine dust and particles. This is closer to like a sock material, so it's really going to capture all that really fine stuff, and you can fit everything in here. Now, most of the time, I'm going to probably be using this one if I'm just picking up, you know, some basic stuff here and there. But again, if you've got sand, if you've got dirt, then I would recommend switching it out to this. I'll go ahead and do this one for now, just because when we pull it out, you'll be able to see a lot more of the dust and particles that we get out. Just to show you again how this attaches, you're going to pull these rubberized pieces here over the clips like that. You've got another one over here on this side. And now you're going to notice here that this has a little bit of room. Don't worry about this. It's not going to matter because once we actually put this on, it'll hold it all in place. So I like pushing the filter in a little bit like this. That way it doesn't get caught up. And then you're going to just put it up onto the table like this, and then you slide this piece up. It snaps into place, and now it's going to hold that filter into place. So very easy to set up. It literally takes like, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to set it up when you get it. Then you've got your attachment down here at the bottom. Let's go over this real quick. One thing I want to mention here is this one has tons of brushes down here at the bottom, which is really going to help to kick up any dirt. It's going to agitate that dirt down at the bottom, so anything that's stuck down there is going to go ahead and scrape it up. And then you've got your suction hole right here in the middle, so everything's going to go and gravitate right towards the middle. You also have some rollers on here as well, so it'll slide and glide across the bottom of the pool nice and easily. But since this is so lightweight, it's not a big deal. It's not like it's heavy or anything like that. I can hold it easily with one hand. Now, to put this onto the brush head, we're just going to push this down like that. It's going to snap right into place. And then you're pretty much ready to go. All you have to do now is decide between your 2 handle options. You've got a regular handle like this. This is going to be good for working on the walls of the pool or in a small jacuzzi. So if you're in a jacuzzi like ours right here, I can actually stand inside of there and maneuver this nice and easy. I like that they made this handle nice and angled, so it makes it really easy for you to get up on those edges. Or you've got your other pull attachment right here, which is going to be your extender pull. Now this is what most people are going to be utilizing for their actual pool part, and you can see that that snaps into place nice and easy. And then these pieces are just going to spin. You can extend them and then tighten them like that. Same thing here. We can spin this, extend it, and tighten it up just like that. Now the maximum height on this is going to be 7'3". So you can see it's relatively tall, not the tallest. If you have a pool that's deeper than this and you already have one of these poles, maybe it's for a skimmer or for anything else that you've got, this is a universal pole mount, so you can go ahead and snap this onto place just like that, and then you can attach pretty much any pole on here. So I do like the fact that they made this a universal mount. It's not anything specific to the brand. Now, as far as charging goes, this is going to take about an hour and a half to charge, and you're going to get about 60 minutes of runtime. I think that's plenty. Because of the power and suction on this, it's really only going to take you, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so to do a medium size or a larger pool. So you don't necessarily need a pool vacuum that's going to last even longer than that. I would say I probably get about 5 uses per charge. And again, it only takes an hour and a half to charge. It's really easy. You'll see that the charging connection is right here in the middle, right underneath the off and on switch. All you got to do is just push that in like that, plug it into the wall. It's a simple 2-prong plug. And again, you just let it sit for about an hour and a half. The only thing I recommend here is make sure that this is dry. You don't want to, plug it into the wall with a wet plug. Now, when this goes into the pool, you want to make sure that it fills up with water first. You don't want to turn this on outside of the pool like this because it could potentially burn up the motor. But let's go ahead and get it in the pool and see how it works. All right, so we're going to get it into the pool here. Now, you can see that our pool is extremely tall. We have this higher ledge right here. So I'm going to actually get in and get get on this second step that's inside the pool. Again, if you have another attachment to this, you can make this even longer. But for most pools, I think the 7'3" is about good enough. Okay, we've got it here in the pool. Now let me show you. So you'll see these gills over here on the side. What I do is I want to make sure that we dip this all the way in like this until the bubbles stop. That's gonna tell us that this is full of water. And now we can go ahead and turn the machine on. You'll see the bubbles kind of pushing up here on the side. Now let's get it over here, and I want to show you suctioning up this section right here. Let me let the water settle for just a second so we could get a nice clear view. Another thing I would recommend is making sure that you also push it very slow. We do not want it to be where you're pushing it fast. It's going to kick that dirt up and you're not going to be able to collect it all. So let's push it right across this major section right here. One thing you notice right away is as soon as it gets near any dirt, you'll see it start to gravitate towards the pool vacuum. So let me push it forward a little bit and then you can kind of see. You can see it all getting sucked in, right? So it's not like it needs to be right over it. It's actually gonna pull, and that's one of the great things about this one right here is that the suction on this is actually very powerful. So let's go ahead and keep going. We'll go across this right here. We've got some larger stuff like little tree twigs. We've got leaves, we've got dirt, all types of debris that we could pick up right here. And I'm gonna just go a little bit further past it. And there you go. You can see we went across it. We got a nice clean sweep. It got a majority of it up. There's still going to be little tiny pieces down here at the bottom. Let's try to go over it one more time. Those might just be marks at the bottom of the pool. I can't really tell. Yeah, those look like just little marks at the bottom of the pool. So it did pick up almost everything here. Now let's get it out of here and we're going to take a look at everything that we collected. And again, when you get it out, you want to make sure that you stop that motor immediately. The sooner you get it off, the longer the motor is going to last. So let's pull this off. All we got to do is take this piece off right here. We're going to pop this down like this and look at everything that it collected. It's all falling out right now, but let's pull this out. You can see it got all the fine dust, all the dirt, all the little tiny pieces that came from the tree. And that's why I really like using this filter if I've got small particles. You can see right here, we've got these palm trees and they've got really fine particle dust that comes off of these little tiny twigs. So these will usually go through the other filter, and that's why this one I think is amazing. So it's good that they give you both this filter and the other main filter. But look at all the stuff that came out. That was literally from one pass. And you can see right here in the pool where we cleaned it up, everything is clear. And yeah, like I said, this motor on this is very powerful. It really only takes one pass for you to get across a majority of it. Once this fills up, I like dumping this out, you know, in the garbage and then throwing it back on, maybe hit it with the hose real quick, and then you can just get back to doing it. So super simple to use. It's really lightweight and you really only have to go over it one time. So if you're looking for a very easy to use pool vacuum, something that's going to be nice and lightweight but has really strong suction power, I think this one's at 18.5 GPM, which is pretty standard. This is an amazing option. I feel like out of all the pool vacuums that I've tested, this one is perfect for its price range and the actual suction power of it. If you've got a medium to large size pool, I think this works well. And also if you're looking for something to utilize in your jacuzzi or smaller kid pools, I still think this is a great option. You can use this again for these in-ground pools like this, but you can also use them for above ground. Before we had this pool installed, we actually had an above ground pool, and I actually had the older model of this, which is the PC10. This one right here is the PC10 Pro. And this one just has a little bit more suction power to it. So again, if you're looking for something that's very lightweight, easy to use, basically just take it out of the box, plug it in, charge it up, and get to using it, then this is an amazing option. Again, they got the pink version like this, and they also have the dark blue version as well. So it kind of just depends on which one you want. So if you're looking for a good handheld pool vacuum, then I would definitely recommend picking this one up.